Chapter 321, Insatiable, just dropped. I'm not even gonna waste any time, we're just gonna get straight into it. Super Goal! Using Yoichi Isagi's back. No borrowing his back. The two fit together like two cogs to unleash an explosive spinning gear shot. Rinetoshi's goal brings Japan up to a 3-0 lead. The crowd is going wild. Isagi's parents are going wild. Bachira's mom, oh my god. No fucking number. The replay on the screen, we get Isagi and Rin pose it up. I don't know why Rin is obsessed with this pose. Kaneshiro has to know. You have to know about this, right? Like, there's no way you're drawing him like this and you don't. Isagi's big ass hand away. Just skip that shit out of my face, bro. Was that what you were planning, you wild beast? Huh. I just kept an eye on you, logic demon. When Bunhead moved in to block us. Wait. First, it was Cornrow Nerd. Now it's Bunhead. Rin, what the fuck is wrong with you? You can't keep saying this shit, bro. Like, at first, I'm thinking like, okay, this is just how you talk. No, there's something going on here. Rin, is there something you want to tell us? Wait. When Bunhead moved in to block us, you would have just used your 2-gun to get around him and score if I'd done nothing. So I needed to swipe it away before then. And that's when I was inspired to make that shot. I will transcend you by fully devoting these impulses to scoring goals. Then, when that shitty big brother joins the Japanese team, I'll be a striker who can utterly negate his existence. Well, at least we graduated from you like chasing him down the field to wanting to ignore him. I think that's progress. Good. Keep it up. The more you transcend your imagination, the more I'll use it to get stronger. Can't let these two have all the fun. Next one, it's gonna be me. Nah, it's mine. Karasu, all due respect, shut the up! What have you done? What have you done this game? You have cleared the ball one time. You are never scoring a goal in your entire soccer career from now on. Let me catch Karasu after hours on the Blue Lock Stadium, bro. I'm being so for let the stadiums clear out. Blue Lock team clear out. Ego, you fucking clear out. Karasu, you, me. Bro, we gonna get down. Wait.
Yes, 3-0. We've got this. The first match of a tournament is tough, but they're all doing so well. Their offense is perfect. Their way of scoring is perfect. Even their way of finding new patterns is perfect.
Thanks to his talent and mental fortitude, Rinetoshi is a natural-born striker who fulfills the conditions needed for a hero. His natural talents are undeniable, but there's more than one path to herohood, and we'll keep pushing them all to yearn for the limelight. That's how Blue Lock Spell will draw out their talents, don't forget it.
Right.
And to the Nigerian side, just 15 more minutes. There's no way we can get 3 points. Japan is crazy good.
But, you guys, isn't this fun as hell?
Well, all of us trying to score our own egotistical goals is something I've never felt before.
Yeah, we're not just relying on Onazi this way. It's new and exciting. Right, it'll be hard for us to win at this point, but let's at least get a point. If we can score a point, I feel like something can change for us.
Yeah, we can change. We will change. And Kuso and Onazi are dead-faced. Give it up. It's pointless.
Huh?
You're just like a bunch of kids who saw a movie and got temporarily worked up. You feel inspired by the movie's characters and decide you want to try living like that. You think you came up with the idea, but you're only passively taking in the most convenient parts of it. It's nothing but an instant ego that you forget by the next day. That's not enough to change anyone.
What? You say?
What do you know about us? You're using words like we and us. We can change. What do you know about us? By turning this into the group's problem, you're avoiding the essential discomfort of what's happening. It's just mass psychology that passes the buck and lets you stop thinking about it. I'm not saying this to all of you as a group. I'm saying it to each of you individually. Empty out your heads and consider this again for yourselves. What do you feel as you fight against Blue Lock? Frustration. I don't want it to end like this, but I feel like as I am now, I'll never win against Blue Lock. Onazi. Yeah, that's good. Do you want to make memories with your friends? No! Or maybe you want the title of Nigeria's hero. No! I want to be the best striker in the world! Right. Then come crush me and change your life, egotist. You're the real deal, Isagi Yoichi. That burning, insatiable ego of yours, where does it come from? Curiosity in myself. And as we close out the chapter, we see Isagi enter the flow state. And 44 days ago, Yoichi Isagi's ego transformed. And that's chapter 321, Insatiable. And without wasting any more time, 44 days ago, Yoichi Isagi's ego transformed. That means we're getting a flashback chapter. What could have Isagi possibly seen in Spain, where all these other countries he visited, I think he visited multiple countries, right? Am I tripping, right? Yeah, no, he's definitely visited multiple countries. And aside from seeing Bunny, I don't know what else he could have possibly seen that has transformed him this much. That said, I don't think he's really said anything here that has made me feel like, oh, this is a brand new ISAGI. Like, I feel like this is something ISAGI would have always said, but clearly he's seen something that has encouraged this mindset even more. And let's get to what he's been saying, because this whole idea of feeling inspired like movie characters and deciding they want to try living like that before you just forget it the next day, I'm not gonna hold you. I feel a little called out here. Not really, but a little bit. I feel like everyone can slightly relate to watching a movie or seeing a TV show or just like seeing any kind of story and be like, wow, my life has changed. Like, I'm not the same man I was before. Like, I've learned new shit that I can apply to my life with the story, and then you don't really do that. Like, you do feel something, but in practice, you don't really like commit to what this movie has taught you because there's a lot of inconvenient parts to it that are difficult to go through, and then you just subconsciously go like, nah, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. That is something I feel like most people, if not everyone, has been through at one point or another in their lives. It's really interesting seeing Kanishiro touch on it here specifically, because you look at Bello here and you're thinking like, okay, yeah, this is where Nigeria's gonna get their pity goal. This is where Kanishiro's finally gonna throw them a bone. But ISAGI just pulls up and shuts that down completely, which I'm a huge fan of, because it would have been so easy to just be like, all right, we'll give Nigeria their pity goal and we'll let them transcend and have like another pathway for them to look forward to. But it's a much ballsier writing choice to have this happen and shut them down completely for just going about things wrong the entire time. That said, there is still grace in Onazi's reaction. His genuine frustration with wanting to be the world's best and actually being one of the only players that is willing to put himself through inconvenience from the get-go. I believe Onazi is like the shining example of the Nigerian team, not just in terms of skill, but also in mindset. I feel like he has the potential to do something special, and perhaps that's where we'll see Nigeria have its saving grace, through Onazi finally evolving and setting a new track for the Nigerian team. But who knows, maybe they get shut down again. As for Rin here, I don't know. I'm pretty conflicted on what to think regarding Rin in this particular instance, because on one hand, I'm so glad he's actually making moves, scoring these goals, and he's kind of like merging his beast destroyer mindset with his normal mindset perfectly. But on another hand, he's still clinging to his big brother, and it's not necessarily in the same way like before, because in the U20 match, he was chasing Sai down. He was like, oh, you're not gonna say hi to me, you shitty big brother, and he wanted to crush him so bad. He wanted his brother's acknowledgement, and now it's kind of the same thing, but in reverse. Instead of wanting his brother's acknowledgement, instead of wanting to crush him so his brother could see how much better he is, this time he wants to be someone who's on the same team as his brother and can just be a striker who is so good that his brother is forced to acknowledge him because of how much he's being ignored. So it's the same thing. It's chasing validation from Sai, but with just inverse methods. And I do feel like this is a natural state of mind for Rin to have, given the conflict of his destroyer mindset and his normal mindset. His destroyer mindset wanting to be rid of everything and everyone, while his normal mindset just can't help to cling to his brother. So it does make sense that when they form together, it comes to form a Rin that wants his brother's validation, but is going to do that by ignoring him as much as possible. A lot of people, especially on Twitter, don't like where Rin's character is going, but if anything, I think this is the perfect route to take, and I think it's only natural that it does go this way. And finally, I'm just really glad we got ISAGI talking shit again. Granted, he's not really talking shit, he's more so giving genuine advice in a pretty cold manner, but it just feels so good to see him come up here saying, give up, it's pointless. Like, fuck you, ISAGI, what are you doing, man? And only someone like Kanishiro Nomura can take a chapter that's all about dialogue and talking and still find some way to put in 2 double spreads. Jesus Christ, these look beautiful. Ironically enough, I feel like despite being a chapter full of dialogue, I'm kind of running out of things to say here. So in that respect, we'll wrap things up. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, to like, comment, subscribe, because it would mean the world to me, especially because most of you aren't. But until the next chapter, I'll see ya. Peace.